So today we're going to be learning how to make a mask. So let's get started. The things we're going to be needing are going to be a plate, and my plate is about 11 inches long. We're going to also be needing some scissors, some rulers, some chalk, some pins, some elastic, and some fabric, and a measuring tape in case. So we're first going to take our plate and we're going to flip it over upside down, and we're going to take our chalk and go around the plate, tracing it as best as you can. Next, you're going to lift up your plate and you're going to take some scissors and you're going to cut on or around the fabric. Next, you're going to take your fabric and you're going to take it and fold it over so it's like a taco shape. You can iron over it after. Make sure you can iron it over. Then you're going to take it and fold it once more, and you're going to iron on top of it as well, so the lines are all straight. You're going to take a ruler and you're going to measure 2.5 centimeters. Making sure that you measure it in centimeters, and making sure that when you're doing this, you're making your ruler upside down, and the measurement is at the end of the fabric, and you can trace it so at the end of the ruler. You're going to do the same thing to the other part ups, but facing up. And then you're going to take your ruler and go across with some chalk, straight lines. You're going to take your ruler and measure 5 centimeters, making sure your measurement is at the edge of the fabric. Trace it, and then taking a plate, I want you to flip it over and making sure where your two measurements are, you're going to place the plate on top, and then you're going to trace around with the plate's curve. You're going to take your fabric and you're going to cut off the edge where you made your two measurements, so you only have one part left. As you can see here, you're going to cut off the point, and you're going to cut off the curve where you drew on. And you're going to open it, and you're going to making sure that the good side of your first fabric is facing up, and then your other fabric piece, you're going to make sure the good side is facing down and the bad side is facing up. You're going to sew across the bottom curve, and you can use pins if you want to help you, making sure your edges are straight. Now you can sew it, making sure you're sewing it across where you put your pins, so then you should have an open pocket. We're here at my mom's sewing machine. Now we can go sew. Make sure you have adult supervision while you're doing this. Making sure you're removing your pins as you're doing this. And once you're at the end, cut off the extra string, and you should have your two pieces joining together. Taking your fabric, I want you to use some scissors and not cutting on it, but cutting where, not cutting on the string, just cutting so the string has less tension in it. You're going to open your fabric, fold it over, and you're going to make sure that the two sewed sides are joining together, and you're going to sew only across where the two parts are joining, making sure you add pins while you're doing this. We're going to sew it back stitch, so it's not going to unfold. Cutting off the string, we're going to go back to our station and make sure you cut off all the extra strings. You're going to, making sure you sew it, you're going to flip after sewing it, you're going to make sure you flip it inside out. After that, you're going to iron. Make sure you also have adult supervision while you're doing this. When you're ironing, make sure that when you're ironing, make sure it has still a curve so your nose will fit, and making sure it won't fall. After you've done that, you're going to take your fabric and you're going to fold it once, and you're going to fold it again, making sure that there is a little hole in there so you can put your elastic. Measuring about 10 centimeters, I want you to cut 2 pieces of elastic. Before you're sewing, you sew it, make sure you put it in so it's easier for you. Fold it once, fold it again, and then make sure you sew on it, making sure you're not sewing on top of the elastic. Using pins, it can help you, and make sure you have adult supervision while doing this. I'm going to fold backwards, so at the end, and the starting, so it won't go. Once you're coming back, you're going to take your 2 elastics and you're going to knot them together so they will stay in place. Once you knot them, you're going to take your elastic and you're going to move it so the knot is on the inside of the fabric. Once you're done, making sure you're wearing it so the pointer side is on the bottom and the pointer side is on your nose, and the rounded side is on and that's how you can make a mask at home. Really easy steps and to making your mask, and making sure that you can make as many as you want. This is another one that I made a few days ago. Same thing, just using thinner's fabric. And these are really easy steps. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.